Over.
Yes, my lord. My lord, serial number 6, criminal 13 of 2022.
Yes. Then
Then, my lord, supplementary list, serial number 2, my lord, criminal appeal SJ 143 of 2022. However, we have filed a petition for recall, IA for recall of that order, my lord. Half custody, wide order dated 8th of April.
that's. I'm not asking about that. I asked you about the cases where, according to you, the half custody. So, in the
Serial
today's
number 6 in
list,
supplementary cause list, my lord.
we number 3 is it half
Serial
custody?
number 6, my lord. Serial number 6 in supplementary cause list. Criminal appeal SJ 156 of 2022.
Very well. So, it appears that in most of the cases you dispute the claim of half custody.
My lord.
Let us see what the appellants have to say. So, we'll call the provisional bail matter, wherever it is, and then the suspension of sentence matters, and then the regular list. प्रोविजनल बेल का कौन सा मैटर? सीरियल नंबर
30, my lord.
30.
Yes, my lord. Criminal appeal SJ 196.
सीरियल 30 कॉल करिए. ऑफिस में बात नहीं करते हैं, हम लोग इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हैं रात में, उनको कन्वे कर देना चाहिए रंजीत को कि प्रोविजनल बेल करेंगे, करेंगे, इस हिसाब से लोग छांट कर कम्युनिकेशन गैप चलता है. दीजिए.
Serial number 30. Criminal appeal number 196 of 2022. Mr. Amit Kumar.
Yes, my lord. In this appeal, my lord, appellant is Suresh Dubey.
सरस्वती चंद्रा.
Yes, Saraswati Chandra, my lord. He has been granted maximum sentence for 3 years, my lord.
Where is the discussion about you in the impugned judgment?
impugned judgment को कितना चाहिए? सरस्वती चंद्रा का.
नहीं है रेडी. You are not ready with the merits. कहाँ पर आपके खिलाफ में फाइंडिंग है, क्या इस पैराग्राफ में है?
Just a minute, my lord.
Yes. AC to AGI, are you aware where is the finding about this?
My lord, I'm just checking, my lord.
At page number, my lord, 398 and 399.
Regular internal page or
internal page, my lord, of the judgment.
399.
398 and 399.
Okay. He was a supplier?
Yes, my lord. Actually, my lord, she was name lender. Her husband, late Mahendra Prasad, was doing everything. And on that ground, my lord, she has been acquitted in 2 cases, my lord. RC 38A 96 and RC 45A 96. But in this case, my lord, she has been convicted and sentenced for maximum period of 3 years. And fine has been imposed, my lord, 2 lakhs.
Very well. First paragraph, admit LCR. Admit LCR. First paragraph, according to you. Second paragraph, confirmation of bail. Third paragraph's conviction and sentence. Fourth, military. Then counsel for the appellant submits that the appellant A53 within bracket was the proprietrix of firm SR Enterprises. Top. Learned trial court has discussed the case of the role of the appellant and rendered its finding at paragraph 219 to 220 of the impugned judgment. Stop. The trial court has itself taken note that though she was the proprietress of the firm, but all the affairs of the firm were being looked after by her husband, Sri Mahendra Prasad, who was the lieutenant of kingpin of the scam, Dr. S.B. Sinha. He submitted that fraudulent payments to the tune of rupees 87 lakhs, the payments to the tune of rupees 87 lakhs 91,330 through fake on the basis of false bills and fake allotment orders were received by without any supply of veterinary medicine to the AHD were received and collected. And a trial court has also held that the trial court has also taken note of the fact, the evidence that Mahendra Prasad was the caretaker of the firm Messrs. SR Enterprises. Stop. However, treating her to be the beneficiary of the amount received by the firm, she has been convicted of the charges, but considering the nature of her involvement, a lesser sentence of 3 years, maximum 3 years, has been imposed under the provisions of Indian Penal Code. Stop. Learned trial court has therefore been pleased to grant provisional bail to the appellant by order dated 15 February 2022, which may be confirmed. Then counsel for the CBI has opposed the prayer on merits. Stop. She submits that the prosecution has been able to establish against the appellant on oral and documentary evidence. Stop. Thereafter, having considered so and so, provisional bail is confirmed, subject to deposit of 50% of the amount and rest of the conditions.
One request is, my lord. I want to may request, my lord. The appellant is now became orphan. Her husband died. Her father-in-law died. Her mother-in-law died within 2 to 3 years, my lord. As such, imposition of fine may be considered, my lord. She is not in position to deposit.
The uniform yardstick is being followed, so let her deposit the amount. Yes. अब रेगुलर में सस्पेंशन रिपोर्ट करिए, डिफेक्ट से शुरू करिए.
From the Delhi College for orders with defect, item number 1, criminal appeal SJ 155 of 2022, Mr. Amit Kumar Tiwari for the
इसमें एडमिट एनसीआर नहीं हुआ है. Who appears? appears in serial 1.
Serial number 1.
My lord, this appellant, Mr. Suresh Dubey, alias Suresh Kumar Dubey, was proprietor of Messrs. Chotanagpur Veterinary Enterprises, Ranchi. The allegation against this appellant, my lord, to supply yellow maize to the tune of rupees, page number, my lord, page number, internal page 382 and 383. Para 194, 195 and 196, my lord. Running page, my lord, 406 and 407.
You have not removed the defect number 5E despite time granted on 25th March 2022.
I tried my level best, my lord, but the file was not in the section. This is why this was not removed. I undertake to remove the same, my lord, in the next week. That is minor defect, my lord, only in Wakalatnama. Date has to be mentioned.
Within 1 month also, you could not remove it.
Tried, my lord, but I undertake to remove the same, my lord, in the next week, positively.
आप inspection slip file किए हैं उसका कहाँ कोई proof है that you have tried to remove it?
In this week, my lord, that was tried by Mr. Amit Kumar Tiwari, but the file was not available there. This is why that could not be done. Bill meter may be heard, my lord.
Inspection slip जो file किए होंगे उसकी copy तो होगी ना जो आप file किए हैं?
जी, actually, my lord, Amit Kumar, my junior, was filed. He is not available today, my lord. This is why I.
Mr. Prashant Pallav,
My lord,
in this case, what is your instruction about his custody period?
my lord, I have not received instruction in this particular matter, my lord.
He is claiming to have undergone 24 months against 4 years.
2 years, my lord.
Have you
26 month, my lord.
बोलने से नहीं कोई proof
I have
लगा
also
है?
filed, my lord, supplementary affidavit on 16/4/2022.
वो भी नहीं लगा.
And I have annexed, my lord, the photocopies and photocopy of certified copies and typed copy of the custody details here, my lord.
Let it come next week, my lord, because it was defective, my lord. Though we had asked for the instruction on the point, but
In support
let it
of
be next week.
Land Council for the appellant undertakes to remove the surviving defect 5E as under within a week. Stop. Earlier time was granted on 25th March 2022, but the same has not yet been removed. Office to place the file for removal of defects on inspection and requisition being made within this time. Stop. Land Council for the appellant submits that a supplementary affidavit has been filed in support of the claim of period containing documents in support of the claim of half custody undergone by the appellant. Stop. Let the supplementary affidavit be placed on record. Stop. Learned ASJI has not received instruction as yet regarding the claim of the appellant of half custody. Stop. He undertakes to obtain instructions positively by the next date. As prayed for, place the case on 6th May 2022.
6.
ये आइटम 6 तेरा कॉल कर लीजिए जिसमें इनके हिसाब से भी पहले
Item 6, criminal appeal 113 of 2022. Mr. Nitish Krishna for the appellant.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of the appellant, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes,
In this case, the CBI also accepts that he has undergone half custody.
Lordship.
Where is the discussion about your role in the impugnment?
Internal page number 299, Lordship. The only allegation, Lordship, that he has countersigned the signature of the person who had received the material.
Just my lord, I lost the connection, my lord. It is the item number
3.
Item number 6.
डॉक्टर ब्रजनंदन शर्मा नहीं वर्मा है तो
Dr. Brajanand Prasad Verma.
Item number 6, Lordship. Criminal Appeal 113.
हाँ तो आपका नाम पेज 299 में किस सीरियल में है?
पेज 3 नेक्स्ट पेज नंबर 300 में देखा जाए
हाँ
सीरियल नंबर 24
20 ब्रजनंदन प्रसाद वर्मा
फिर देखा जाएगा हुजूर पेज नंबर 309 इंटरनल पेज
309
इसमें जो चार्ट है हुजूर जो लास्ट कॉलम है काउंटर साइन का
जस्ट हाँ तो सबमिशन से लिखाइए Then counsel for the appellant, Mr. Samir Saurav, submits that the appellant was the
assistant director poultry farm Potwar.
assistant director poultry firm Potwar during the subject period of the scam. Stop. A57. His case has been discussed by the learned CBI court at paragraph 110 at serial number 24 and also at paragraph number 124. Stop. The allegation, the learned trial court has held that the appellant was responsible for counter-signing the fake bills submitted by the suppliers, which has resulted in fraudulent payment against fake allotment orders. Where is the other in this paragraph? Where is his name, Mr. Saurav? ये चार्ट में इनका नाम है
अनम्यूट कर लें अनम्यूट
पेज नंबर 310 में देखा जाए
310 यस
ऊपर में लास्ट कॉलम को 3 डॉक्टर बीएनपी वर्मा डॉक्टर बीएनपी वर्मा शुरू से जो लास्ट कॉलम का फर्स्ट 3
yes. As per the learned trial court, appellant had countersigned, उसको पहले वाले को छोड़ करके countersigned the fake bills presented by Messrs. Manas Sales Corporation towards fake supplies, which has led to fraudulent payment. Stop. It is the case of the appellant that the counter signature was accorded only after actual receipt of the supplies, material supplied. Stop. And counsel for the appellant submits. How old is he?
85 years, Lordship.
That the appellant is 85 years old person and has already undergone more than half of the sentence of maximum of 4 years under relevant provisions of the IPC and PC Act. Stop. This court has earlier been pleased to grant privilege of suspension of sentence to the appellants on completion of to several such convicts/appellants in different conviction in respect of convictions under different cases on completion of half of custody. Therefore, this appellant may be enlarged on bail by suspending his sentence. Counsel for the CBI, then it is counsel for the CBI has proposed the prayer on merits. Doctor submits that the appellant was a doctor in the A3 department posted at Otwar farm, poultry farm, upon whose counter signature without any genuine supplies, huge fraudulent payments have been made, which have been established on the basis of oral and documentary evidence by the CBI, by the prosecution. Then counsel for the CBI has argued that the appellant has undergone more than half of the custody, that is 2 years and 6 days approximately by 1st of April.
20th of April.
20th of April.
20th.
20th of April 2022. Stop. Having considered so and so, half custody order. 50% of the fine amount. Rest of the conditions. IA disposed of.
Fine amount, Lordship,
50%.
50.
ये बाकी
Obliged.
suspension.
Your Lordship, the matter.
Yes, we are going to call the matter
For
serious.
orders, item 3, criminal appeal 95 of 2022. Mr. Devarsimandal for the appellant.
Yes. Now, Mullahs, the CBI in this matter, Mullahs, has only relied upon 247, which your Lordships have already decided. 426, your Lordships have already decided. They have not,
Yes.
Mullahs, disputed the table that we gave, Mullahs, and therefore their response on merits. But it's only 427, Mullahs, which your Lordships have time and again rejected.
Very well. So, you kindly place the table and the supporting document which shows that he has remained in custody in this particular case.
Yes, Mullahs, that's your Lord. Kindly see page 2 of IA.
So, there is a supplementary affidavit also.
Yes, supplementary affidavit in IA 157.
So, we should go to the supplementary affidavit or the main IA?
Supplementary affidavit at page 2. I've given also the original document.
Okay. नोट करते जाइएगा जो भी आपको शायद लिखाने में हमारा से मिस हो इस पीरियड का कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट
Because we have said paragraph 3, Mullahs,
Yes.
that we have he has remained in jail in connection with RC 47 over A in 1996, arising on the for about 41 months, 1 day. Details of the period undergone by the applicant is mentioned in the amended chart. Normally it is surrendered and period. In this case, he surrendered on 26/11/2001 and he was released on 19/12/2001.
Yes, this is born from which document?
That will at page 15 at the bottom. Page 14,
Page?
bottom. 1-4 at the bottom.
1-4 at the bottom. Charge sheet.
Charge sheet accused Lalu Prasad Yadav and charge sheet accused 7 Jagannath Mishra have surrendered in court in compliance with the order passed.
This order sheet is of 26th November 2001.
That's right. That's
Yes.
that your lordship find at 15.
And it's released by order of 19 December,
That's right, 19th December.
page 16.
That's correct.
Yes.
That 16, Manoj, your lordship sees that on the left-hand side on top. Typed copy is behind.
Yes. Release
So that-
order.
As far as this. Then, Manoj,
Yes, yes.
and if you come back now to page 3, Manoj, of the chart, he was convicted in RC 20 over A in 1996 on 1/10/2013. Production warrant issued in this case on 1/10/2013. And Manoj, he was released on 15/12/2013.
Yes.
And that your lordships will find, Manoj, again at page 17. Just after this. Page 20.
20.
Yes. At page 24. Find it.
At page
24.
24.
47 over 8. Accused Yadav has been produced from custody on the strength of production warrant. Lordship sees that. Page 24.
This is of 18th November, no,
18th 2013.
18th November 2013.
Yes, Manoj.
So, but in the chart,
For
it
Manoj.
has been given from 1st October.
That's correct. Makes no difference, Manoj.
So actually it is from 18th November.
That's correct, because otherwise, Manoj, it was issued only, production warrant was only on 18.
Very good. Then it is less than 2 months.
1/10/2013. That was the date
110. From where do we get 1st of October?
that I will show.
Mr. Mandal can confirm.
Mr. Mandal can figure it out, Manoj.
Lordship, he was convicted. He was convicted on 1/10/2013, and thereafter, on the very same day, he was taken into production on very same day, Malaj. And thereafter, Malaj,
Where is
the
that
order,
one?
Malaj, we don't have that order sheets, but Malaj, from 18/11/2013, it comes that the appellant was in production warrant, Malaj. From
That's
the
right.
order sheet, he was continuous in the production warrant, Malaj.
That's the difficulty now. For the time being, let us take 18/11/2013.
Yes, difference, sir, Manoj. It won't make a difference. So 2 months and 6 days here, Manoj.
Can reduce it.
Very well.
You can reduce it by 1 month, Manoj. It will not make a difference.
Let's see.
Yes. Then Malad 64 over A. That's page 4. RC 64 over A.
Yes, yes.
On 23/12/2017. Production warrant issued on 5/1/2018.
5-1.
Official bail granted on 11/5/2018.
So, so far as serial number 3 is concerned, where is the production warrant of 5th January?
33, page 33.
33. 5th January.
RC 47 over 5th of Jan 2018.
Okay, in this, in the middle, hence petition dated so and so.
Yes.
Are
Issue
allowed issue production warrant against you. 5th January 18, and
That's
of
4
course
months.
the provisional bail, I remember it was granted sometime in May, 11th May.
11th of May.
That order sheet is also there.
No, Malad.
No, Malad, that order sheet I have not annexed.
But that is part of the record of that other
That's right. Then Malad,
64A perhaps.
that's right. So that's 4 months and 6 days. And then Malad, item 4, he surrendered. But order sheet is there at 43. It's written, Malad. Your Lordship will see.
Page 43.
Yes, accused Lalu Prasad is on parole. His lawyer is present. No witness produced.
Okay, yes. Then fourth is on the date of.
Yes, 30th of August 2018 surrender. Production warrant issued in this case, Malad, on the same very day. And he was released on 29/4/2021. Which your
So
Lordship.
where is this surrender 30th August order sheet?
49, Malad, page
49. 30th August.
Right, Malad?
Yes, 30th August 2018.
That's 32 months, Malad.
This one is 32 months.
And then the last item, Malad, item 5, RC 7 over A. This very case, Malad. On 15/2/2020, was taken into custody on the very same day. And till date, he is in custody. 1 month, 16 days, till 1/4/2022. And we'll add another 16 days, Malad. That's 2 months. So this period will be in any case around 40. Even if you reduce 1, it will still be 40. And much
This should be 31 plus 13 and
yes,
22.
Yes.
So about
But
66.
Not much there, Manoj, which my learned friend was talking about. Still, it is about 40 months. That's much half.
Very well. Yes, Mr. Palla.
My lord, our argument to the point that 427, my lord, the two matters in which my lord had granted bail, taking it to be running concurrently, my lord, in those two matters, we are before Honorable Supreme Court. And 4th April 2022, Honorable Apex Court has issued notice in these SLP matters, my lord. So our submission.
Give the numbers of the numbers of the
SLP criminal 7558 of 2021.
7558 of 21 in connection with which RC?
This is valid, just I am pressing. RC 38A of 96, Patna.
This was the last order by which he was granted bail in April 2021.
Exactly, 17/4/2021.
17th April.
Yes, 17th of April 2021.
Very well. And which is the other SLP?
It is a 3213 of 2021, my lord.
3213 of 21 RC
68A of 96, Patna, my lord. PA.
and this order is of granting bail.
9th of October 2020, my lord.
Okay. Notice has been issued in both or
Both
one?
matters, my lord, on 4th of April 2022. So
But
precisely my yes,
no stay has been granted.
no stay, my
Very
lord,
good.
but notices has been issued. So precisely my submission would be valid, and this was the issue that we had raised before Honorable Supreme Court. Because while granting bill, my lord had considered the issue of parity. So on amongst other ground, we have just made submission before Honorable Supreme Court, and this is the issue that whether parity will bring negative equality at home. So, and whether this will amount to, because 427 is very clear on its point that unless the court orders that the sentence to run concurrently, the consecutive is the rule of that is mandated under 427.
That's at the time of conviction. We are still in appeal, Malad, that I may be acquitted. Malad, therefore, there is no stay in these matters in the Supreme Court, Malad. So, and your lordships have followed this practice.
So my
No,
submission,
I just want to, Mr. Pallav, I just want to know that if you talk about the principle of parity,
my lord.
then why have you left the other appellants who have got the benefit of this consecutive and not?
My lord, there are
sorry.
there are certain technical elements that is there in considering and computing their period, my lord. It is not in the same pedestal, but still since that those facts are not on record. So I am not advancing the submission, but I have asked by IU. But in any way of view of the matter, my lord, what we have learned in law, that if there are 5 thieves, 2 are caught, they cannot say 3. That since 3 are not caught, so let us these 2 also go scot free. So that is
No, but this is not all of them are thieves if you use that expression, or they have robbed the state treasury. But when you deal with them, you deal equally on a principle of law.
So we
Section 427. Why do you distinguish between one convict and the rest of them in whose cases the court has taken a uniform view? There you are actually on the back foot. That is the main difference.
I have asked for the records of those cases also, my lord, the 3/4 that has been quoted. And this was, my lord's order was there before Honorable Supreme Court. And thereafter, my lord, notices were issued. And the stay at that point of time was not the right time to get stay, because ultimately the convict is out of custody. So, my lord, in any way, and see, since the parties have been noticed, my lord, my submission would be that let this matter be kept pending, and the other side may participate before Honorable Supreme Court. We undertake that we will not take adjournment and get the issue settled before Honorable Supreme Court.
Malad, once your lordships passes an order, they can easily go to Supreme Court and get a stay of that order. Why should, Malad, I have to wait for them to that matter to be decided? I don't understand this logic at all. Get a stay of that order if you can, the law. We will argue that out. But Malad, at the moment, there is a uniform practice that your lordship has followed. And there can't be selectivity in these matters because somebody is involved and other people are let off. That can't be.
Very well.
So my submission would be that, my lord. Hopefully, I have been able to make.
In your previous objections also, all those submissions have been taken note of.
The only change circumstance is that now my submission, after hearing Honorable Supreme Court, has issued notice on 4th of April 2020. That is the change.
That we will take. That also the court will take note of.
My lord.
Third learned senior counsel, Mr. Kapil Sibal, for the appellant, assisted by Mr. Devarsi Mandal, and assisted by the appellant and Mr. Prashant Pallav, representing the CBI, on the prayer for suspension of sentence made through IA number 1576 of 2022. Second paragraph of conviction. Learned counsel for the. Where is the discussion about this appellant in the impugned judgment?
Malad, may I be excused if your lordship gives me permission, Malad? For another matter.
Surely, but just point out the paragraphs in which the discussion about this appellant is there on merits.
Yes, which
That
point?
is at page number 265, my lords. Internal page 265 at para 56.
265.
Yes. Actually, yes. Internal page 265 at the bottom, your lordship.
53 onwards. So, by the way, what was the total amount of fraudulent withdrawals in this particular case?
Approx 139, my lords.
Huh?
Approx 139. 139 crores.
1 crores. Okay. And this concerned the Doranda Treasury.
Yes, my lords.
That's correct.
And which districts covered? Only Ranchi or other districts also?
Only Ranchi, my lords.
Only Ranchi AHD
Yes, my lords.
and the poultry farms, etc.
May I be a learned friend will assist your lordship on some issues.
Yes.
Deeply obliged.
Learned counsel, senior counsel for the appellant submits that the instant case concerns fraudulent withdrawal to the tune of approximately 139 crores from Doranda Treasury in concerning the Animal Husbandry Department at Ranchi. Stop. Appellant was the Chief Minister of the state during the subject period. What is the exact subject period, Mr. Mandal?
1990 to 1995, your lordship.
1992 to 1995.
1995.
Stop. The case of the role of the appellant along with other politicians, role of appellant A6 along with other politicians falling in his category have been discussed at paragraph 53 onwards.
Lordship, from paragraph 56, it is 56. At page number 26.
53 is the name. 53 is the names.
Yes, my lords. 53 is the name.
53 onwards up to paragraph.
Page number 282, my lords. That is paragraph 83. 282. Internal page number 282. With regards to this particular appellant.
And the findings are recorded at paragraphs 82 and 83 of the impugned judgment. Stop. It is submitted that the learned CBI court has held that the appellant, despite having knowledge of the larger conspiracy of the accused persons involved involved in siphoning of public money from the government exchequer, went on to extend patronage by way of extension of service of key conspirators Dr. S.B. Sinha, R.K. Das, etc., which the prosecution has been able to successfully establish on the weight of oral and documentary evidence. Stop. The prosecution has established the nexus of the appellant with co-accused Dr. R.K. Rana, the kingpin of the scam, late Dr. S.B. Sinha, from a major supplier, Mohammad Saeed and D.N. Kashyap. Stop. D.N. Kashyap was appointed as vice chairman of 20-point program by the accused. Learned trial court has also discussed the modus operandi of AG scam, wherein the key operators of the scam used to procure false allotment letters from AHD headquarters Patna by putting false memo number without moving any file, but by the same officer budget and by the same budget and accounts officer AHD Patna, on which Regional Director AHD Ranchi used to place supply orders, and suppliers in conspiracy with AHD officials prepared false bills of supply without proper examination by the Regional Directorate of AHD Ranchi and officers of the Treasury. Stop. Payments have been made on the basis of such endorsement through bank drafts to the suppliers. Stop. The conspirators used to prepare bills of less than rupees 50,000 in bunch to avoid clearance from the headquarters at Patna. Stop. The appellant had knowledge of the CAG reports for the financial year 1988-89 to 1994-94 showing excess withdrawal by AHD Bihar. And the acts and omissions of the scamsters. But he did not take any initiative to conceal and tried to conceal the actual position from the legislature. Extension of service was granted to co-accused Dr. S.B. Sinha for 1 year, despite objection by the finance department. He also extended the service of another accused, R.K. Das, section officer AHD Bihar, for 1 year. The prosecution had also alleged his closeness with other co-accused Ram Raj Ram, and Ram Jeevan Singh, the then AHD minister. Ram Jeevan Singh. notes submitted by the then AHD Minister Ramjivan Singh was also not heeded by him. Rather, the leader of opposition, the letter of the leader of opposition addressed to the CM not to order for vigilance inquiry. Rather, there was a letter from the then leader of opposition, Dr. Jagannath Misra, also an accused, not to order for vigilance inquiry against AHD officers. Their evidence also reference is referred to certain alleged benefits received from persons and other accused. DN Kashyap was the big supplier, was appointed as vice chairman of the 20-point program. Stop. The approver PW12, Dipesh Chandok, had deposed that the appellant was very close, and that the kingpin of the scam, SB Sinha, was very close to the appellant. Then counsel for the appellant submits that the evidence on record do not directly establish the charge against the appellant in his capacity as the chief minister, finance minister cum chief minister at the relevant point of time. Stop. Then counsel for the appellant submits that the appellant has served custody for more than half of the sentence of 5 years awarded under relevant provisions of the IPC and PC Act. As per the detailed chart furnished under para 3 of the supplementary affidavit filed in support of supplementary affidavit dated so and so, filed in support of the instant IA. Stop. Each period of custody, that is from 26th November 2001 till 19 December 2001 for 23 days, from 18th of November 2013 till 16th of December 2013 for about 1 month, 3 from 23rd of December 2017 upon production warrant issued, no, from 5th of January 2018 on production warrant being issued against him upon his conviction in RC 64A/96 on 23rd December 2017 till he was released on provisional bail by order of this court on 11th May 2018, totaling 4 months, 6 days. From 30th of August 2018 upon his surrender in RC 64A/96 and production warrant being issued against him on the same date till his release on 29th April 2021 on being granted bail by this court, while order dated 17th April 2021 in criminal appeal so and so, criminal appeal SJ 668 of 2028. Nice, so 28 in connection with his conviction under RC 38A/9, that is 32 months. And lastly, from the date of his conviction in the present RC 47A case, RC case number 47A/1996 till date, that is about 65 days, which would come to about 40 months, approximately, much more than half of the custody of 30 months against the maximum sentence of 5 years awarded under each of his convictions under IPC and PC Act. Stop. Appellant has also taken the plea of his ailment, plea of several ailments from which he is suffering and his condition is deteriorating. Stop. He is presently under treatment at AIMS on being referred by the doctors at RIMS, the jail doctors and the doctors at RIMS. Doctors at RIMS, Ranchi. Stop. The counsel for the appellant has submitted that this court has adopted an uniform yardstick while considering the prayer for suspension of sentence in respect of all such convicts under different fodder scam cases, including this appellant, such as in RC 64A/96, RC 68A/96, and RC 38A/1996. While order stated, kindly give the order date of his bail orders in 64A and 38A and 68A.
Unless I have annexed the order sheets in my supplementary affidavit, Malats. I'm just giving Malats.
Okay. 68A में है 9th October 2020, 38A का लिखा चुके हैं 17th April 21.
In 64A, Malats, that is on 12/7/2019, Malats.
12th July 2019. Stop. Then counsel for the appellant also submits that the sentence awarded in this case is running concurrently.
Concurrently, Lordship.
Concurrently. Stop. Therefore, appellant may be enlarged on bail by granting the privilege of suspension of sentence. Appellant has also not ever misused the privilege of bail. Stop. Learned ASGI has strongly oppose the prayer for bail. Stop. A counter affidavit has been filed by the CBI to the IA number 1576 of 2022. Learned ASJI has referred to the initiation of the instant RC case upon pursuant to FIR number 60 of 1996 registered at Doranda Police Station and the investigation being taken by the CBI pursuant to the order dated 11th March 1996 passed by the Honorable Patna High Court, upheld by the Honorable Supreme Court. Stop. He has submitted that the instant FIR relates to the subject period 1990-91 and 1995-96, wherein the animal husbandry officials in criminal conspiracy with unscrupulous suppliers and others had fraudulently withdrawn and misappropriated a sum of rupees 182.82 crores from Doranda Treasury on the pretext of making payment to the suppliers who submitted bogus, falsely showing supply of feed, fodder, veterinary medicine, etc. Stop. During course of investigation, the role of bureaucrats, politicians, including the then Chief Minister of the state of Bihar, the present appellant, the ex-Chief Minister, the Chairman of Public Accounts Committee, PAC, within bracket, etc. came to fore. Stop. A total of